It's time to get creative with Cassie. Welcome to my paper studio. Today we're going to be making yo-yos. It's another Create in 15. That means it's a project that you can do in 15 minutes or less. So, supplies for today, very minimal. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need your thread and needle. You're going to need something to make a circle template, whether it be a circle punch like this, which happens to be a 2-inch circle punch. You could use a masking tape roll or something and trace the inside of it. But what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to make a fairly sturdy template. Then you're going to need some fabric. That's it. That's all you need for this project. It's another one of those projects that you can sit down in front of the TV with the husband or the kiddos or whatever and do it. And you're going to need a pin. So, first things first, you make your template. So, I had some heavy-duty craft cardstock, and I just punched out 3 of these 2-inch circles, and I glued them together to make it extra thick and sturdy. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to place it on the wrong side of your fabric. Once you place it down on the wrong side of your fabric, you're just going to trace around it. Then you're going to come in with your scissors and you're going to trim it out. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just follow your line, cut out your circle, and cut out as many of these circles as you want. I like using yo-yos in my journals to add embellishments to, and I'll give you an idea with one of our other Create in 15. So, now you have your circles cut, right? Easy. Now you're going to take your needle and thread and we're going to make our yo-yo. So you're going to come on this side, wrong side, and you're just going to start weaving in and out. So this is called a running stitch. You're just going to go in and out, and you're going to want this to pucker upward. So you can manipulate it as you go. When you get a little ways in, just kind of pull your thread, making sure you have a knot at the end of your thread, and continue. It doesn't matter really how big or how small you make your stitches. You don't want to make your stitches extremely large. And depending on the size of your circle that you start with, it depends. That's what's going to make your yo-yo the size it is. So the larger your circle you start with, the larger your yo-yo is going to be in the end. I have a feeling these are going to be kind of small yo-yos. But that's okay. We don't have to have gigantic yo-yos. Okay? Once you get towards the end, you're going to pull it tight. And when you pull it tight, you're going to form it with your hands. And you're just going to kind of flatten it out, roll it to get the closure in the center. So I'm just going to kind of hold it and pull. So see how everything kind of puckered together here in the middle? I'm going to pull and make sure that's tight, but I'm not going to pull hard enough to break my thread. I'm just tugging on it a little bit. And then we're going to just stitch through it a few times. So you're going to go through one side, out the other side, like so, just to kind of make sure it holds together. Okay, I'm going to go from this side to this side now. And then I'm going to finish it off by using a double knot. Okay, so there's one knot. Go underneath our string, create a second knot. And then I'm just going to snip that off. And there we have a cute little yo-yo. Now in yesterday's Create in 15, we made some baby snips. And I thought, well, wouldn't this be a cute place to use a baby snip? To just put it right on top of there. These yo-yos are, again, like I said, on the smaller side. So a 2-inch circle template is going to give you a finished yo-yo of about 1 inch. So whatever your template is, your yo-yos are going to end up being half that size. So a 2-inch template, your finished size is going to be 1 inch. Okay, so keep that in mind. So I will show you guys again. I'm going to take my thread that's remaining. I'm going to make sure I tie a knot. And this is, again, like I said, you could set in front of the TV and do this. You could take it in your car to do, because, you know, it's very minimal supplies that you need. So if you have a bunch of these circles pre-cut out or even pre-marked on your fabric, then you can just throw your fabric, your scissors, your needle, and your thread in a bag and go. And you have a project on the go. So, when doing this and going back and forth with your stitches, you want to remember to stay close to your edge, but you don't want to be so close to your edge that your stitches are going to rip right out. So keep that in mind. But you can also keep it flat until you get all the way around. That way it's maybe easier for you to work with. However, it is easiest for you. There is no right way to do this. It's only your way. Okay? We're just about back to the beginning where we started our stitching. Okay, so now that I'm back to the beginning, I'm going to, so this is how I find it easier to do. So keep it flat-ish, and then when you're towards the end, put your finger in the middle and pull it up. And that kind of will help form your yo-yo in a sense. And then when you get to this point, then you can kind of take your fingers and flatten the bottom and give it a bit of a pull to make it nice and tight. So there we go. We've got our bottom flat. We're going to go in here and we're going to do some stitches just to close up the top. You could sew a button on top of these. That's always cute. You can put a charm on top of these. You can put a word. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do with these. Ow, don't stab yourself with the needle. You do want a bit of a sharper needle when you're doing this because you're going to be going in and out of several layers here. Okay, now I'm going to tie my double knot. And then I'm going to cut my thread loose. And there we have another cute little yo-yo. So, that is all you need to make your yo-yos, guys. It's not very hard at all. It's a very simple, easy project. And if you have all of your bases cut out already, your circles, you're going to fly right through these and make a ton and build your stash before you know who's next door or whatever. Okay. So anyway, that's all I've got for you for this video. Remember to make today your own and be creative. Until next video, guys, keep it creative and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.